Good day, everyone. I am Sir Roy, and for today's lesson, we're going to talk about species extinction. This particular topic will cover the most essential learning competency, and this is to relate species extinction to the failure of populations of organisms to adapt to abrupt changes in the environment. Let us begin with species extinction. How we're going to define this term? It is defined as the extinction of a particular animal or plant species occurs when there are no more individuals of that species alive anywhere in the world, meaning to say the species has died out. Extinction in biology, the dying out or the extermination of species. Extinction occurs when species are diminished because of environmental forces. For example, would be habitat fragmentation or destruction, global change, natural disaster, overexploitation of species for human use. Let us differentiate the terms endangered species and extinct species. When we talk about endangered species, we are referring to a population of species that is on the verge of becoming extinct. Example would be the blue whale, the tiger, the leopard. On the other hand, when we talk about the extinct species, it is a population of species that no longer exists. Hence, it is now called as extinct. Example would be the dodo bird, the passenger pigeon, etc. One of the most popular example of extinction is the dinosaur extinction. As you can see in this illustration, the recent developments appear to confirm what at first seemed an outrageous idea. A meteorite or an asteroid a few kilometers in diameter hit the Earth about 665 million years ago, and that particular incident causes the extinction of the dinosaurs. Now let's talk about the different causes of extinction. The first one is what we called as climatic heating and cooling. The biodiversity Earth can keep up with the rapid changes in temperature and climate. The species are not used to severe weather conditions and long seasons. The next one is changes in sea levels or current. This is the result of melting fresh water. The denser, saltier water sinks and forms the current that marine life depends on. Ocean floor spreading and rising also affect the sea level. The next one is what we call as the asteroids or cosmic radiation. The reverberations of their impact to Earth can be felt around the world. The impact site is completely destroyed. Radiation is being emitted from the outer space and the sun. A supernova remnant, when we talk about a supernova, it is a dying star, is one of the source of cosmic radiation. Another set of causes of extinction includes, we have here the acid rain. This forms when sulfur dioxide or nitrogen oxides are put into the atmosphere. It increases the acidity of the soil, which affects the plant life. It can also disturb rivers and lakes to a possibly lethal level. The next one is disease or epidemic. Each species has defense mechanism like immunities and the ability to fight diseases. With a changing climate and landscape, certain species are losing their ability to defend themselves from the different diseases. They are becoming more susceptible to disease and epidemics, which can lead to their eventual extinction, just like what is happening right now. We are experiencing a pandemic or epidemic known as the COVID-19, and this particular epidemic can cause the death of humans. The next one is what we call as the spread of invasive species. They use the resources that the other species depend on. Once competition gets too great, the survival of the fittest will begin, and one of the species, usually the natural one, will die off. Since there is competition, they will fight for the same necessities or for food. And the one which is the fittest will be the one to survive. The next set of causes of extinction includes human causes of extinction. The increase in the population, destruction, fragmentation of habitat, pollution, and climate and global warming causes extinction of the animals. We all know that due to human population or overpopulation, there is a problem of pollution on Earth. And this pollution can lead to extinction of the different animals and plants. We also have the habitat degradation or the habitat destruction. The habitat loss and degradation affect 86% of all the threatened birds, 86% of mammals, and 88% of the threatened amphibians. And the last one is what we know as the climate change. From John W. Williams' research, their findings indicated at the end of the 21st century, large portion of the Earth's surface may experience climates not profound at present, and some 21st century climates may disappear. Because of the climate change, we are experiencing different strong weather disturbances, just like El Nino and La Nina. We are also experiencing strong storms, tornado, and hurricanes. Now that we are already familiar with the causes of extinction, let's now identify the examples of extinct animals that can be found in the Philippines. This one is what we call as the Asian elephant, or it has a scientific name of Elephas maximus. The Asian elephant is the largest land mammal on the Asian continent. Introduced in the 30th to 60th century from Sabah in the reign of the Sultanate of Sulu and became extinct on Maguindanao or were transported back to Sabah. Bone fragments are the only proof left behind of their existence. Another example is what we know as Stegodon luzonensis. Stegodon belongs to the family Stegodontidae of order Proboscidae, where the elephant family also belong. The most distinguishing external feature of this order is the elongated, flexible, and muscular trunk or the proboscis, a great elongation of the nose. Once roamed in the plains of Luzon, Mindanao, and the entire Philippine archipelago. Unfavorable geographic conditions and human exploitation caused their extinction. Another set of example includes the tiger or the Panthera tigris. Two articulated phalanx bones and another phalanx piece were found amidst on the assemblage of other animal bones and stone tools in Il Cave near the village of New Ibahay. From the stone tools, beside the evidence for cuts on the bones and the use of fire, it would appear that early humans had accumulated the bones of the tiger. Another example is what we know as the Cebu Tamaraw or the Bubalus cebuensis. The Cebu Tamaraw stood only 75 centimeter or equivalent to 2 feet and 6 inches, and it weighed about 150 to 160 kilogram. The species was smaller than the modern Mindoro Tamaraw. Another example is what we know as the Philippine rhinoceros, or what we know as the Rhinoceros philippinensis. Due to lack of a complete skeleton, Little is known about Rhinoceros philippinensis, other than that it is lived during the Pleistocene era, and it was essentially the larger version of the modern cousin, the Sumatran rhino. Another one, we have here the Palawan fossil or the Sirenia, which belong to dugong species. Discovered in Palawan in 2011, the fossil has not yet been extracted from the rocks in fear of destroying the natural heritage caves of Palawan. Future technology in fossil extraction is the only way to get and identify the fossil. So these are the different examples of extinct animals in the Philippines. Thank you for watching.